Welcome back. I'm Pete Byrne. Joining us now is Maria McKenna, Associate Professor of the Practice in the Department of Africana Studies and the Education, Schooling, and Society Program, as well as the Faculty Co-Director of the AnBryce Scholars Program. Maria, welcome to the fight. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I would like for you to tell us, please, about the AnBryce Scholars Program. Who are these scholars, and how do you serve these students over their four-year journey at Notre Dame?
Absolutely. The AnBryce Scholars Program is a fairly new program, less than a decade old here at Notre Dame. It serves first-generation scholar leaders who come to us with every kind of gift and talent that you can imagine, but also really challenging circumstances, from living circumstances to educational backgrounds and things like that.
There's a line in our Victory March, what though the odds be great or small. It seems like many of the backstories of these students fall into the category of overcoming great odds. What are some of the challenges that they deal with as Notre Dame students, and some that may even surprise our audience watching right now?
You know, as Notre Dame has diversified over the years, we have students who come to us from so many different parts of the world and so many different parts of our country with backgrounds that are really, really different. Everything from the educational opportunities that they've had, to the out-of-school opportunities, to the way that healthcare or dental care or home life has been different for some students. And so our AnBryce students and many of our first-generation students have different ways of coming to us and different ways of backgrounds being really challenging spaces for them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue. Yeah.
No, please. The things that they really focus in on when they get to Notre Dame are the fact that this is a really stable, beautiful, family-like community that comes to them at a perfect time in their young adult lives.
You guys have been at this for close to a decade now, so no doubt you've had some success stories. What are one or two maybe that stick out to you as some of the more positives?
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to be involved with this program since the beginning. I just received a note yesterday telling us that one of our scholars is a finalist for the Congressional Hispanic Caucus Fellowship for next year. Another one is doing a Fulbright in Spain. We have students in med school and in classrooms across the country. Some really amazing, amazing students.
That is fantastic. And as you know, we're going to do our best over these next 8 hours to try and put a big dent in the financial aid need for these students for the upcoming academic year. You've seen firsthand how the power of financial aid has given the gift of a Notre Dame education to so many of these kids. So, the floor is yours. What would you like to say to our Notre Dame family watching now who might be thinking about making a donation for these students?
So what I can say to people listening today is that every penny that comes to Notre Dame for financial aid is put to good use. The university is a good steward of those dollars, and they are really making a direct impact on students, from making sure that our students have health insurance, to making sure that they have access to the technology needs, to the books and kits and lab materials that they need, to making sure that all of our students have the basic necessities of life, from laundry being done to other activities on campus. So many different ways that financial aid is coming into their lives and making a difference for them.
And certainly I think most of our audience could appreciate the value of the Notre Dame education, and any way to provide that to these students is helpful. Maria, I want to thank you for joining us today on The Fight and for the work that you do every day here.
It's my pleasure and my honor to work in an institution as great as Notre Dame.